So that started. Has it display anything? Has it display? Okay. What is it? You have to follow the instruction. Has it displayed? First comment. You have to follow the instruction. Please, if you are here, just signify. Tenifayo Muideen, Abimbola Adefabi, Akinkunmi, Zainab Timileyin, Adekunle, Olabisi, Olasunbo Olatunji, Taiwo Maria, Fatai Rukayat, Ajayi Koribat, Ajayi, okay, you, Ganiyu Mistura, Zainab Lawal, Asaoluwa Richard, okay, Adeniyi, okay, Nafisa Shitu, Ajoke, Aishat Fakayode, Adeyemo Fetia, Ajao Omolewa, where are you? Okay. Adesina Tosin. Alimat. Alimat what? Why? You didn't change your ID, you just left it to be Alimat. Okay. Now this who is okay. Abdulrahim Dolapo. Okay. Morenikeji Fetia. No other person is present. I didn't see your comments. Adeji. Okay. I can't see type. Continue with display or let me refresh your this thing. So you are now at step one. Step one. Step one. How many of you have seen step one displayed? Refresh, always refresh. Once I ask you to stop, you will submit. Oh. And there's no joint submission or something that are in the same one device. So, what? Step one. Step one. Step one. You have to take a clear photo of different high resolution that can be downloaded from your phone. That capture and prepare the image. Take a photograph of any organism on the website or download it from anywhere. Now, listen, let me help you. Go to ChatGPT now. Go to ChatGPT. You know what you do? Go to ChatGPT. Don't you know how to go to ChatGPT? Go to ChatGPT. You go and ChatGPT. Maybe you just minimize this one so that you can come to it later. You minimize, or don't you know how to minimize on your phone? Go to ChatGPT. Are you there? Now, do you know what you will do? Tell ChatGPT that my name is so so. Assuming, click it now. Assuming you are Abdulrazak what? An environmental biology student. Who is taking bioinformatics. Oh yeah, write it. Assuming, you start with assuming you are your name, you put your name, assuming you are so 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 assuming you are so 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 an environmental biologist and a bioinformatician, comma, can you help me to take a clear photograph? Take a clear photograph. Take a clear photograph with high resolution, as you have it on the instruction. With high resolution, comma, different angles, high resolution, different angles, if possible. Now, ensure a clear context. Ensure a clear context. Ensure a clear context or background if possible, in brackets, location and time, close that bracket. Time, full stop. Edit the image for clarity. Crop. Don't you know how to crop an image? Crop, you are telling ChatGPT to crop it for you. Crop, comma, brighten. Crop, comma, brighten or adjust contrast or brighten. Brighten. Brighten, comma, or adjust contrasts or adjust contrasts. S contrast. Generate the image. Generate in image in PNG format. Generate the image in PNG formats less than 2 megabytes, less than 2 megabytes, full stop. Okay, now ṣé kò sí create image no ṣé kò sí níbi ChatGPT. Okay, let's prompt ChatGPT to go, let it go. Let it go. Now, what has ChatGPT told you now? What has it told you? Icon. No colors and no color. You said
of yourself, but I can't physically take the picture for you. However, I can generate a realistic AI portrait.
Oh yeah, prompt it to go ahead. Go ahead and generate an image for me. Go ahead and generate the image for me. Go ahead and generate the image. Then ask.
To generate, provide the following: skin tone, hairstyle, color, clothes, background, post. So once I have that, I will generate the image in iCology.
Tell him to generate it like a professional. Haru. Yes. Okay, let me do. It has. Oh, sorry. We didn't specify the animal. It has to be an animal. Just pick any animal and use it to generate. Do you understand? Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, please watch me. Please still be on Bio-Nexus. Watch me. Let me see what I will do. Can you see me? Watch what I will do. Follow it up. Follow it up. There should be no noise. So Can you see me on ChatGPT? Watch, follow my instruction on ChatGPT. Just go to Bio-Nexus straight. You will see it there. Just follow it. Can we go? Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to see ChatGPT. Are you there? Are you following me? Let me see you. Follow me. Okay. Okay. Uh, no, follow. Go to Bio-Nexus. Follow me there. Ah, follow me there. Can you see me on ChatGPT? How many people can see me on ChatGPT? Okay. Now, do you know what I want to do? Every instruction that you have on the previous what is the name of PowerPoint, I have copied it. See me paste it there now. Can you see me? I've pasted it here. The instruction was to upload image to image recognition. So can you see me? Okay. Now you watch my prompts. Assuming you are human and environment, that should not cause any noise. Just follow me. Follow me on Bio-Nexus. You will be seeing it. Biologists. If I ask you any question relating to this, what I am doing, if you cannot answer me, that means I'm sending you out. I said you should follow me. Follow me on Bio-Nexus. Follow me on Bio-Nexus. So, assuming you are human, an environmental biologist, and a bioinformatician, I want you to create an image of, so in your own case, just pick which organism should we pick? Which organism should we pick? Which animal should we pick? Huh? Okay. Of an oral species. In its natural habitats. Generates a mobile friendly image. natural products can use notice to for no, I told you if I get to you and you are not there, I'm going to send you out. Once I get to you and you are not there, okay? Okay, where's the prompt? Okay. Hmm?
We're talking about the particular species we should generate.
What are you doing? Oh yeah, what?
I'm not there.
You are not. What are you doing in the class? Let me see. You're not serious. Where is it? Where is it? You just open it now.
No, I did not. The network is going.
You're supposed to be there. See where others are.
Perform it up.
Now, in my home, let me see. Uh-huh. Massive. So I'm going to now. Can you see my cursor here? You see plus. This is search. This is deep research, and this is create. I'm going to hit create button. I've hit create button. Then at this left corner, there's an arrow that goes up. Can you see it? Can you see the arrow? Okay, I've already hit the arrow. And let's see what is coming up. Let's see what is coming up. Great. Arrow. This arrow. So,
This is the create button.
this is search. This create button. This is going to turn to be blue. Okay. Then have you called? It has generated that image. Okay, let me now see. It has given us two which image have you seen now? Just watch. Just watch. This is my course. Àwọn yà yẹ kó tẹ̀lé. Ẹ dẹ̀ máa ṣakọ ẹ ní fóònù yín ló àbí. Can you see?
ṣé o
Hmm.
ẹ wọ tí mo ṣe náà.
Yeah. But this one, it will look like real. So if you want it to look like real, you take ChatGPT that I want you to make it real. Oh my! So you can see now, I told ChatGPT to generate it in its natural environment. So you will now pick any of the two. I hope you are jotting down this. I hope you are taking note of the steps because I'm going to use it now. You will do your own. You are following the step. Following the step. One. So now, which one should I choose? Should I choose the one on the left? I should choose the one on the right. Which one should I choose? So I have chosen one now. I have chosen one, and I have decided to save it. You can't call me. You can't call me. Okay. Document the next. Be documenting into all these steps. Have you seen me choose one? Eh? I chose one of the two. One of the two. That's who can tell me the name of my file? That file. When I what was the name of that file? Check. follow what I will ask you to do. Follow it. Later you can generate whatever you want to generate. Follow the instruction. Stay down somewhere. Uh-huh. Should yes. Who is going to tell us the steps one by one now? If you want to generate image, biological image that you want to use for bioinformatics, don't forget what we want to do is a practical application of bioinformatics to environmental biology. And just like I said, that environmental biology deals with studying your interaction between a specific organism and its environment. And the first thing in that instruction, step one, is to follow what? So now, let me go to follow me as we go to what is it? So the first step as you have it there is to capture and prepare an image. That's the first step, and which we said you should save either in JPEG or PNG format, which we have done. We have ChatGPT has really helped us to do that. Are you following me? Can you see my screen? Okay. Now, use who can read the second step? The second step. Step 2. Use AI for preliminary image classification. Preliminary image classification. Are you there? So what you will do is that image you have generated, the image that we have generated, we are going to upload it to Google Lens, or iNaturalist. So let's go to Google Lens. Google Lens. Yeah, I want you to follow me up to my last activity. I've already left here. You're not serious. You shouldn't be doing any other thing. You shouldn't have been doing any other thing. Look at where you are. If I send you out now, you are busy doing another thing. You are not doing anything. How could you be here? To where? Google Lens. Google Lens. If I ask you to tell me the next activities and you cannot tell me, I'm going to send you out. So we'll wait until the website is fully loaded. Until the website is fully loaded. So we click on, let's wait until it is loaded. Please don't tamper with it because it's going to affect the internet. Okay, let the Google Lens, let it load. So click on go to Google Lens. Click on go to Google Lens. Some of you are busy doing another thing. I don't know why you are making noise. At what point are you? Yes. Why now? Everything you turn it to be, make it to be unserious. Very simple question. At what point are you? Just tell me. You don't need to make any other thing, any other comment. At what point are you? Ma'am, okay. Okay. Did you follow it until I uploaded the image I saved? Okay. What is that? Okay. Lolati. Which kind of one? Okay. Okay. So Do you know what I did? You know, when I got stuck at a point. When it came up to in form of latitude and this one, how will I be cracking my brain for that? Because I don't even know where that photograph was taken from. So what I did was to screenshot this, that map. I screenshotted it and I uploaded it on. I still uploaded the picture of that same frog. I uploaded it here. And I told ChatGPT that you are the originator of your diagram. Please help me to fill out the latitude and everything. And if you are following me, it has generated the latitude.
Log it to that.
It has generated it. And that's why I said, see, this issue of AI, especially ChatGPT, anytime you are stuck, anytime you don't even know what to do, as I used to tell my students, I do tell them so many times, I might just what they need to do is to log into ChatGPT and tell them that assuming you are my supervisor, and I want to make this kind of a presentation. Do the presentation. Let me listen to you. Ask me likely questions. So anytime you are stuck along the way, anything at all, even if you are, let's say you are working in a laboratory and you have to pour A with B plus this and this, and you don't know where to go again, you can come back to ChatGPT. Is going to give you an idea. It's not that everything that ChatGPT gives you, in fact, if you see it, it's part of some of their policies. They will tell you that it is one thing for AI to give you something, it is another for you to also double check. Sometimes, even if AI help you to generate anything and you are not pleased with it, the next thing you should do is to reprompt it again. You can even tell ChatGPT that I don't like this. Generate another one for me, like a professional, like a professor. So it's going to also find it and do it for you. Now, let me go ahead. I've uploaded the image and it has given me some ideas about the location. So the location here on latitude, the latitude is 6.5244. I am going to paste it there. Longitude, let me see what longitude it has generated. 3.3792. So it is going to be there. ACC, even me, ACC 5. ACC 5. We put it there. Now, this one, locality notes, Abule Ijesha, Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so let's just click on so one, you can pin that image, you can pin the information, and Hmm? Hello? Why now? If you are not careful, I'm going to send you out because this is supposed to be a class for environmental biologists. So you go back to step 2. See, let me see what you are doing.
Yeah, you should
Wọ́n
continue.
ṣe nǹkan mí. Now, in that practical, in the manual we are following, the manual stipulated either Google Lens or iNaturalist. Let's say you don't know how to use any of these. Tell ChatGPT that I am novice. I don't know anything about this or Google Lens. Can you please give me step by step procedure of how I can use Google Lens? So let me try and do that. ọ̀tọ̀ ní nǹkan tẹ̀ ń ṣe. What is this one? How did you get to that place? But what did was I trying to do? What did I try to do here?
Google Lens.
What was I trying to do here? What's the meaning of this chat? So you know what happened? You know I told you that the procedure suggested that we should use iNaturalist or Google Lens. And I told you that I got stuck. That would be the first time I will be getting Google Lens and even iNaturalist. So what I did was I went ahead to open Google Lens, but at a point when it was becoming difficult for me, I had to open another browser for iNaturalist. And when I opened browser for iNaturalist, I discovered that it is something I could actually do. And when I did it to a point that it has given me the family name as well as the order. Now, the instruction now is if you are stuck, if you are given any task and you get stuck along the way, is it that you will just say that, oh, I don't know what to do or what to do, and you just abandon the task? No, you have to go back to Google, you have to go back to ChatGPT, and which I did. When I got to ChatGPT, what I did was I told ChatGPT that it should lead me, give me the step-by-step procedure of how to use Google Lens, and it should also give me an algorithm or flowcharts. So that's why it's the first thing was to tell me those steps. He highlighted it for me. Then he also went ahead to draw the flow charts, and that's why you can see the chart. So even if you are confused, you could not understand the, maybe if the text is too much for you to read or it's too boring, you could also just use the flow charts as well, and that is the point at which we are. I am going to go out in the next this. So now from that, it has generated, then there is a place for you that if you want to copy this, you can copy it. It is here. It is copy here. It is you can copy it here. Then it is also editable. You can also edit it. You can put your own. For example, let's say you are writing your project, and if your project, or if you are writing this task and you are to type, so what you should do is that for you to start drawing this and this about the step and every other thing, it might take time. So what you will do is that you just copy, click on copy here, just is going to copy the whole flow chart, and you are going to paste it on Microsoft Word, so that you don't need to start doing anything. So then right from here you can also edit it. So take a clear picture or clear image, then open Google Lens, scan the image and adjust the focus. After that, you get the results, and it's going to suggest the ID for you. It's going to do that for you. Then it is better for you to validate it. Whatever Google must have given you, Google Lens must have given you, you can also validate it with other tools. So part of the organism, part of the tools that you can use as an environmental biologist to identify species. If, for example, now let's say you are given a project, and the project is a frog. You have to classify frog. So once, what you just need to do is to go and get photographs of different types from anywhere. Get photograph. Then by the time you get the photograph, you can use the AI, which is a Google Lens, or you use iNaturalist, and it's going to come up with what it is going to do. So I'm going to stop at step 3 today, and you will go to you continue. So can you see me? Can you see me now? Check your screen. Use your device. Let me see. Refresh. You have to refresh. I'm not playing it. Refresh. Who can see me? Nobody can see my updated screen. Okay. So who is going to read what is on step 3 for me? Analyze what? Okay.
Body shape, limb count, fall or tail pattern, coloration, size, and eye placement. Uses like
Okay? Your what? So that too, you can still go and ask ChatGPT, but we are not going to do that here. So you are the one that will do it later, okay? Then AI then compares your image features with a reference database. So everything you must have generated, for example, everything that you analyze your results, everything that might be your result, the artificial intelligence is going to go into the database. The database is like a NCBI, where data about different types of organisms is already deposited there. So what it's going to do is to go into that database and compare it. If there is anything, if there is any animal in which your animal is identity, is very similar to, it is going to tell you. But if there is none, if there is none, and if there is none, that means the image you have gotten is a new species that is not in the database, that nobody has been able to identify it. And that is, you see, there are so many plants, so many animals here that you can find here that nobody has ever seen. And if you know bioinformatics or the use of artificial intelligence, you don't actually need to go over there. You just tell them that you are the one that will now give it a name. So you are the one that will now give it and assign any name to it. Okay? So for the the next one is deep learning for identification. You have to use pre-trained deep learning models. There are some models that are already, they have their images somewhere, and all those images, they are images that they have already programmed. So, and that's why that's part of what you can use is a convolutional neural network, CNN, for image-based ID. So when you have all this model, this can actually give you the identity of what you are looking for. So, and you can have that on the platform, which is TensorFlow, Keras, and PyTorch. Who is there? Okay, you are already there. Can you see the input? What you have to input in that platform, what you have to input is your photo, that is the photograph you have seen. The photograph that you have seen. What is it now? The photograph that you have seen, that you have to upload it, you have to have that photo. Then there is a training data test like ImageNet that is specifically meant for animals. If your photograph is for animals, you use ImageNet for it. And if it is not for animals, you can also ask ChatGPT, apart from ImageNet, which other tool can I use for plants, or can I use for microorganisms? So you can do that. Then the output, the result it is going to generate for you is that it is going to generate it in form of a classification confidence levels. That is the top 5 most likely species. So it's going to give you, suggest 5 names for you that are very, very close to your image. Now, if at the end of the day, you now find out that what the platform has given you, the output that it has given you is not or might not actually be similar, might not be consistent with what you are looking for. That means you start to reprompt it, regenerate it. Regenerate it, that is your photograph plus the image net, you upload it again, and there will be a button for you where you click that you need to regenerate. It is going to regenerate for you. And there are places in some of these platforms that you will just have to input text. You tell AI that please regenerate and make it consistent and more reliable, that whenever a professor sees it, it is going to be exactly the image of what I have uploaded. It's going to do it for you until you are able to have a more perfect result or output in that area. So now what we have seen so far, I've said today, is just that don't forget that we said how an environmental biology, how relevant, because some of us might just, like I said, we just think that bioinformatics is only meant for microbiologists. No, in your own field, you can apply it for a lot of applications. If microbiologists are making use of this for vaccine disease, use of to be able to determine drug resistance, you as an environmental biologist, you can use it for species identification, taxonomy. You predict, you forecast weather, you forecast when to plant, that there's going to be pest invasion because of a pest invasion. So as an environmental biologist, go over those days that some of us biologists are just health officers, sanitation officers. That's what some people think. They are not. They are not. Or are you? So this is a practical application of bioinformatics to the field of environmental biology. And just like I said, you see, nowadays it is what we call digital age. Digital age. Everything, but that's why one of these telecom industry, I think Glo, it's life now. I don't have life. You will just describe as if something has been taken away from you. Truly. And that is the reason why if your last kobo, don't buy frivolities. Stop buying designer bags that are not going to be useful for you in the next, very soon, in the next few weeks now, you'll be talking of FYB. Abi? Some of you have spent a fortune, more expensive than even paying your school fees, much more important than paying for your project. FYB. So what we are saying in essence is you should make sure that you have data. Any day I come across you to Bio-Nexus and you tell me that you don't have data, I will start calling you. If you don't have data, what we are doing now, the lesson we are learning now, if there's no data, we won't be able to do it. There are places where we not have visited. We want to have visited that places, but because you have data, you can be there. We would have known that the image ChatGPT generated for you was taken from Ijebu Igbo or Ijebu somewhere in Lagos. Nobody. So that is what AI can actually do for you as an environmental biologist. As an environmental biologist, and that's the same reason that everybody now use bioinformatics for speciation. Sometimes you will, I told us, part of the databases or the tools that we will be making use of, and you can also learn is everybody by this time around, you know how to blast. Do you or you don't know? You know now. In your first year of bioinformatics, I taught you blasting. How can you retrieve information from GenBank or NCBI, and how can you blast those images? Those data. And what is the meaning of blast? Blast is a basic local alignment sequence tools. So if you blast, why do we blast? I have been telling you, one of the reasons why you blast is to be able to compare your organism or your sequence. You want to compare it with any other organism in the database. And that is exactly what we have done. We got an AI generated image, and we apply what is called artificial intelligence to and some other bioinformatics tool to be able to compare our image with what is we have in database. So both system and so on. Then use of AI for generation and clustering of phylogenetic tree. I told you earlier on that phyllo means evolution, genetic from genetics. That is, if you want to establish the origin of any organism, let's say you have an image of any organism, let's say you have the image, you have the photograph, and you want to trace that image back to the source, back to the origin. What you will do is to apply what is called a phylogenetic tree. So that one will trace the origin of that photograph back to the source. So, and it is part of what bioinformatics tools that you should be able to have. Then you should be able to use DB scan to detect what? To detect novel species. There are some species that whenever you detect them, whenever you identify them, whenever you discover them, they are novel, they are uncommon, they are special, they are unique. You cannot find them anywhere. Just like some years ago, where our biological garden is located, so what we did was we brought in a specialist for identification of the natural before we started planting. And when the person came, the person identified one particular plant that was only specific and that can only be found only in this environment. He said they have been looking for that plant for years. They discovered that somebody did one research on it, and they discovered that they concluded that that plant was no longer in existence. So, but that plant was found in our biological garden. Unfortunately, after few months, we just discovered that all these timber people, what they did was to destroy that plant unknowingly, unconsciously. Unknowingly, when I got there the following time, I never went. So what I'm saying in essence is there are some species that they are unique. And if you want to know the uniqueness of any species or any photograph, you will, as a bioinformatician, you will use this site, and that is K-means, DB scan, for you to be able to detect that. And when you look at what is the image here, you will discover that this person used megahertz as well as phylosuits to plot this phylogenetic tree. And when you look at the phylogenetic tree, you will see that part of the stem is DNA. And we are able to look at this clustering. When you look at the clustering, you will discover that the one, I think this one is a blue color. All this one, they are unique, and that's why you see the clustering. So that by the time you also apply that and you use it very, very well to plot phylogenetic tree, it is going to identify organisms that are unique for you. Then if you now found, at the end of the day, if the DNA sequence differs, if there is wide gap, when you now plot the phylogenetic tree and you discover that the gap of that tree, instead of the tree to come close to each other, the closer or the similar two organisms are, the closer they become. If you see them in phylogenetic tree, if they are coming closer, that means they are very similar. But by the time they are coming apart, that means they are far unrelated to that. So it may indicate new species. And don't forget that new species are being formed. New species are being discovered, and there are many more. There are many more to still be discovered. If you consider any species, there is no species of any organism that you have known everything. No. So new species will still be discovered, and many more are still being discovered. And you can also make use of some other platform like Biobats or deep species for integrated taxonomy. Now, after everything, how can you document what you have done or your result? How can you document it? How can you validate it to make sure that the result you have gotten is a good result? And how will you be able to submit? So by the time you have gotten your results, so don't rejoice yet. Don't say, because I have discovered this, yes, I want to believe that you are identifying new species. So what you will do is to make sure you submit. There is a platform whereby the information will be submitted. It is that website that when your information is being submitted, they will ask you some questions. the location, the time, the dates of collection, your name, and so on. Then the method did you use in getting your information, getting your image? Did you use a drone? It's very possible now. It's very possible, and that is what we will do it. My next project student in environmental biology, by that time, I must have gotten drone personally. So by that time, what they will do is we will just attach a camera with the drone, and we will go to very thick forests. We will now send the drone to it to do capturing of that area. And by the time we do we will now begin to do analysis of whether we'll be able to do. So after you must have done that, they will ask us a lot of questions. You submit. By the time they submit, you wait for a response from them. You wait for response. Where are you submitting it? You are submitting it at you can submit it at iNaturalist. That is the site or the database that contains everything natural. So all information about natural thing. Then we also have zoo bank. If you are dealing with animal, zoo bank is there. So just like I told you, it's going to include validation, location, habitat, environment. So they will ask you a lot of information. And finally, I want you to see that you should go and learn how to make use of all these tools. For example, image-based AI, artificial intelligence, like iNaturalist, Google Lens, YOLO Physics, V8, TensorFlow, Keras. Then, if you are dealing with genetic identification number, NCBI Blast, Bo system, megahertz, biophyton. Then for data collection, you see it by iNaturalist, labeling, label MG, OpenCV for live analysis. And all these are recommended tools for an environmental biologist. And just like I told you, what are major challenges and considerations? For example, the lighting of an image, that is in terms of image clarity. And if you look at the image you have here, the image you have on the screen, you will see that the image is not too clear. So it requires local access to DNA lab, then ethical reasons, and so on. Then with a very single photograph, that is the point at which we are. With a very single photograph, AI tools can identify and even suggest speciation. Not only that, it can combine morphology and genomics by offering a kind of higher confidence, because whenever you see AI giving you morphological information as well as genomic information, that is much more reliable. Then this workflow is scalable. That is, you can improve on it, and it is beginner friendly. It doesn't actually mean that you have to go and learn any programming before you'll be able to make use of some of these tools as an environmental biologist. Then the future of diversity, the future of an environmental biologist does not, and is not static, does not actually reside in the lab. It's not that maybe it is residing in the field. Where it is residing is that it is residing on your mobile phone. It is residing on your data. And by the time you know how to make use of all this, honestly speaking, you are a data analyst in environmental biology. So the future of biodiversity is mobile, it is digital, and it is very, very intelligent. So just like I said, I'm going to give you this slide, you get that slide, and that's why I make sure that I presented the whole slide to you. So based on that, you are going to do your project on it. Very simple project on it. You will follow the step from step 1 to the last step and apply it. And just like I told you, anytime you get stuck, anytime you have nobody to talk to, anytime there's nobody to console you, go to ChatGPT. It is the helper in the time of trouble and sorrow. It is the only one that can comfort you. It is the only one that even families and friends can forsake you. ChatGPT will not. ChatGPT will not discriminate because you are of one gender, whether you are a boy or a girl. It's not going to discriminate based on color, and it's not going to discriminate based on races. It's not going to discriminate based on language. There are times that your language might not be professional. ChatGPT is going to refine it for you. You can even tell ChatGPT that I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. And I don't even have the language. I'm short of language to use. But this is what I want to do. Suggest for me. ChatGPT is going to suggest for you like a professional. Like somebody who should know better. Don't forget how they came about what is called artificial intelligence. They combine the intelligence of some genius around the world, and based on their level of intelligence, that was what they used to produce what is called artificial intelligence, and that's why they can reason. In fact, there are some ChatGPT, there is a part where you can prompt